Hello everybody, and this is going to be the start of my PS2 collection. I'm just going to do a little brief uh, thing here at first. I own 458 PlayStation 2 games. It's my pride. My pride right now is my pride. My goal right now is to own uh, all of them. I do have some of the rare RPGs. I do have some of the rare games. I don't have them all. I own a lot of platforming games. You won't see any sports, or if you do, it's going to be hardly any, um, because I didn't start collecting the sports games yet. Um, so when I do start collecting the sports games, my collection will probably be skyrocketing over the thousand, because there are places around here selling sports games. They sell them for $1 a piece to 50 cents, and I don't know. I'm just debating to get them or not. That's the whole debation. Um, But yeah, like I got my first PS2 when they first came out, like 6 months later. It was a fat PS2. It died because I had uh, played it over too much, and then all of a sudden I got a Slim, and now I have owned a Silver Slim and the Black Slim, and I'm thinking about getting another one just in case something breaks down and they're getting harder and harder to find. Uh, But yeah, that's my introduction into this. So let me get on to the games in my collection. Uh, Starting with the first one, it's a tick box, and it's the Disney Think Fast, the Ultimate Trivia Showdown. It has the 4 buzzers inside. The game's still sealed. Never opened it yet because I never played it. But I did use the buzzers. I used the buzzers on another buzzer game. What you do is answer Disney questions. You see uh, clips of a movie, and then you can answer. There's over 5,000 unique questions into it. Fun little game for the kids. I put this game in there first because it'll be the next one I'm playing after the one I'm playing now, and that is Dragon Ball Z Budokai Greatest Hits. I was debating the other day if I should pick up the non-greatest hits or not, and I think next time I go game hunting, I think I am going to pick it up. It was cheap, so that's why I said I was debating it. Next one is Buzz the Hollywood Quiz. Paid $5 for this. Uh, has same thing as the trivia question one. Um, 5,000 questions about the movies and everything like that. Shows Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker in the back, Shrek, stuff like that. I picked them up. A fun little game to play with your friends when they're around. Next one is Buzz the Mega Quiz. Same thing as the other one, just this one has more anything questions. Uh, this is Dragon Quest 8 Journey of the Cursed King. It's in the ticker box one. I keep this aside from um, my shelves because right now I stack them on top of each other, and just like keep it aside because it's in a ticker box. I don't want to ruin the box. The only thing I hate it is when they fucking company produced it. They taped the top. RPG. This is a action pack. It's a Crash Bandicoot action pack, which consists of Tag Team Racing, Nitro Kart, and Twinsanity. Uh, Mostly just racing games. Okay, next stack of games. These here I've all beaten. These are the beaten games I'm gonna do first, and then I'm gonna go on to the next, like, start going into my cabinet. Next one is 50 Cent Bulletproof, third-person shooter. Didn't really care for it too much. AC/DC Live Rock Band Track Pack. If you're a big fan of AC/DC Live, I would recommend this game. I played this many times with my friends when Rock Band was a big thing. Now Rock Band's not, so we didn't play it much. The Adventures of Darwin. Uh, you are a caveman. You get other cavemen to help you, and then eventually you evolve up the into humans. The only thing I didn't like was the end of the game. You faced like Zeus and or God, whatever way you want to put it, and the last thing you get is a gun. Very stupid. Next one is Ape Escape Tree, fun little platformer game. This one here you don't play as Spike, you play as a new kid. I don't think it says his name in the back. Nope. Can't remember his name for the life of me right now. I paid a couple bucks for that game. Army Man Air Attack 2, you play as this is an air simulation game where you go around rescuing other tan things, bringing things from one place to the other. Fun little game. Army Man Surge's Heroes 2. Not a big Army Man fan, especially this game here. Found the controls a little bit too sloppy. Batman Vengeance. This goes back to the animated series type of gameplay, and it was very fun. A lot of people don't like it, but I did. Uh, but I'm a Batman fan. I'm a comic books type person, so next one is Black. Awesome first-person shooter on the PlayStation 2. If you haven't played this game, I would recommend going to get it. At the end, it gets pretty intense and pretty good. Next one is Blood Rain. Horror survival. Well, I wouldn't consider it horror. Well, horror action adventure game. Um, Pretty good. The movies weren't as good as the games, but I like the games. Next one is Chaos Legion. Something like Devil May Cry. Go around hack and slash, made by Capcom. Very underrated in my eyes because you never hear people talk about it. But I played it. I liked it. The only thing I didn't like was the leveling up system. You had to keep going back from level to level. Dead to Rights 2. Didn't care for this one as much as the first one. I found that they changed the game engine too much into it and whatnot. Destroy All Humans. Fun little 70s alien type game. Awesome. If you haven't played the Destroy All Human games, I would recommend going to get them. Destroy All Humans 2, same thing, just years later, and you get discovered that you were the president. I'm looking for the other ones on the 360 and the Wii. Talking about Devil May Cry, here they are. Devil May Cry, hack and slash game. Awesome game. Devil May Cry 2, another hack and slash action adventure game. This one's not as good as the previous one or the third one. And talking about the third one, here's Devil May Cry 3, Dante's Awakening, and it's not the special edition. I'm debating on getting the special edition just to have it in my collection. Paid $5 for this game, which was pretty good. Played through it. I didn't find it as hard as what people were saying, but maybe it's because at the time I was playing all the Devil May Cry games, so I don't know. Dino Stalker, on-rail shooter with dinosaurs. It was decent. It wasn't as good as what I thought, but I didn't play with the gun either. I played it with the controller. Maybe if I played with the gun, it would have been better. Dr. Muto, action platformer game. You scan other animals, and then eventually you can transform into those animals like you see on the game right here. You can become half monkey, everything like that. Fun little game. Some parts are a little bit tricky. Some parts, if you haven't scanned the right creatures, then you might have to go back a couple levels and do it. There's also some backtracking. Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick, horror survival game. I have a review up of this on my channel. If you want to see it, go back and look at it. Evergrace, this is one of the first action RPGs on the system itself. I need to replace the case on this. It's not a PlayStation case. But yeah, graphics are pretty lame into it. Wasn't that great of a game. But yeah, it's good to have in the collection. Like I said, it's one of the launch titles, I believe. Family Guy, the video game. Had its good parts. Different characters have different features. Like, Peter's more for beating up. Stewie's more for brain control and stuff like that. And Brian is more for stealth missions and everything like that. Pretty fun game. If you haven't picked it up or found it, I would recommend going to get it. I don't see many people with it, so I'm starting to think maybe it's rare. Next one is Fantastic Four. I got stuck in one level in this game for about 2 hours because the game glitched and I couldn't find the exit, and I was going to restart the level, and I said, I went too much progress into it, and then all of a sudden I had to restart the level. The game glitched that bad that I couldn't. Next one is Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. 4-person beat 'em up. Does not follow the movie at all. 007 from Russia with Love. Awesome third-person shooter. I would recommend this to anybody that's a James Bond fan. that wants to play a good game, this is it. In my eyes, maybe better than 007, in my opinion. Future Tactics, The Uprising. This is like a checkered board RTS made by Crave. It was an alright game, wasn't that bad. It was an alright game, but it didn't had its parts. George of the Jungle and The Search for the Secret, platformer game. I beat this in a couple hours. The only thing I didn't like about it, it takes up too fucking much space on my memory card for a short game. God of War, hack and slash game. If you haven't heard of the God of War games, I would recommend going to pick them up. God of War 2, same thing, hack and slash. After you beat Ares, you become the God of War. Golden Compass wasn't what I expected. I figured it would be an action platformer, but based off a movie title of a not so good movie, it is what it is. Grand Theft Auto 3, my eyes, it was better than San Andreas, to tell you the truth. Just San Andreas gets a lot of up hype. Next one is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Dot Hack Infection. Awesome action RPG. Also comes with a movie. I am looking for the rest of them into the series. Cannot find them. And when I do, they're very expensive. I paid $3 for this at a yard sale. And I was actually surprised when I found it. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Fun little platformer game using magic and stuff like that. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Like I said, not a fan of the movies, but I like playing the games. Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. And it's just more you watch the videos, and then all of a sudden you do pick out what you want to do. I believe I had a little review up on my channel in my games beat in September. I don't know. And then the last 3 games for this video, and then I'll have another one up tomorrow, and that is Hitman 2, Silent Assassin. Use stealth, disguising yourself, everything like that, to do your missions. Hitman Blood Money, same thing, just better graphics in this one, and the story is awesome. And of course, Hitman Contracts. This the way that they fall is part 2, Contracts, and then Blood Money. But yeah, that is my first part of my PlayStation 2 collection. This is just the start of it, like the first 46 games, sorry. I decided to put the 3 Hitman games in one. And I want to thank you all for watching. And sorry about my voice, like I said, I'm still a little bit sick. And I will catch you tomorrow with part 2. And I'll have a video game review up after this video is uploaded. So you all take her easy.